Hey everyone, Motumbo here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena. And we have another awesome deck that I'm super excited to bring to y'all. And we're doing almost what we did just a couple of days ago in our last video by playing Mono Red. And you know what? I'm super excited about this deck. Let's just hop right into it. We are playing Stone Gambit. So in this deck, again, what we're doing is we're focusing on playing very powerful red spells, very big red spells. And at the same time, though, we're also focused on taking out our opponent's land and then maybe even trying to take out some of our own land, but then failing in the process. And in doing so, ramping ourselves up because we're just bad at destroying our own land. So how do we do that, you might ask? And if you're not familiar with these cards, they are pretty cool. And we have some great synergies in our deck to actually take advantage of these. So let's look at Cleansing Wildfire and Geomancer's Gambit. So again, these are essentially the exact same card. One just costs 2, one just costs 3. And it says, destroy target land. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle, draw a card. So they each do this. So what you can do with this is you can play this on lands that are indestructible on your own lands. So Darksteel Citadel, for example, and Cascading Cataracts. These are both indestructible lands that don't come into play tapped because they tap for colorless mana. So on turn 2, we can Cleansing Wildfire ourselves, target one of our indestructible lands, and then it can't be destroyed. So we're going to actually be able to go through our deck, get another basic, put it into play, and then draw a card. So we're getting a huge card advantage there, and we're ramping ourselves on 2 mana. So on turn 3, we can actually play a 4-drop instead of a 3-drop. So we could, on turn 3, play a Chandra, plus Chandra for mana, and then even cast another Cleansing Wildfire and do it again, ramping us up even more. So again, that's super powerful interaction, but the other added benefit to these is that we are playing in Historic, and in Historic, people mainly play a lot of non-basic lands. So we're going to put people to the test very early on in some situations, and we're just going to do basic land checks and see how many basic lands our opponents are playing. Usually, maybe they play 1 or 2, but a lot of decks in Historic right now don't usually play more than, at the most, 2 to 3 basic lands. So a lot of times, these are going to be maybe searching out some land for them, maybe once or twice, 3 times at the most, and then it's just going to be straight land destruction for them with the added benefit of us drawing cards. We're also playing 4 copies of Goblin Ruinblaster because Goblin Ruinblaster also goes after non-basic lands. If you kick it, it gets to destroy non-basic land. It has haste, great card. And then also our favorite land destruction spell and the most classic, land destruction spell that there is, Stone Rain. Just 3 mana destroy land. Super powerful. So, with that being said, we're also playing for Anger of the Gods because we do need to, kind of watch out for these aggressive decks. We're playing against Chandra because we want to, this is a win condition in itself, right? It has, it lets us cast cards off the top of our deck. If we can't cast it, we get to deal damage to them. We get to add mana. We get to do targeted creature removal. And then at the end of the day, right, if we can get it up to 7 loyalty, we get to Emblem. And then every spell we cast after that, it's going to be 5 damage. We're playing Mizzix's Mastery for our many land destruction spells. Since these are all cheap, we could be potentially ramping ourselves up pretty quickly to get to the 8 mana for the overload. And then maybe we have 3 or 4 land destruction spells in our graveyard by that point. We overload this. We get to destroy 3 land of our opponents, potentially draw 3 cards. And it's just going to be insane value. We have 4 copies of Star of Extinction because Star of Extinction is, because again, remember, we're ramping. We need to destroy creatures. We need to destroy land. What better way than to destroy land and deal 20 damage to everything and just blow it up? And we have a couple copies of Inferno Titan. I really wanted to try Inferno Titan in this deck. I felt like it fit really well. Again, it deals 3 damage when it comes into play. So if we can ramp up to this pretty quickly, this is going to take out pesky, small creature decks. If we can land one of these super early, a very, low to the ground creature deck is not going to be able to recover from this, the 3 damage when it comes into play and the 3 damage every time it attacks. So, and then we have, last but not least, Palantír of Orthanc because this is a great way to draw cards. And then we are playing cards that cost 7, 6, 4s. And this could potentially deal a lot of damage to our opponent. And if they do decide to mill us, the added benefit here is if they mill a Star of Extinction, not only are they going to take 7, but we could then Mizzix Mastery out the Star of Extinction to just punish them twice, right? So really, really powerful interactions there. Other than that, the lands, right, we are playing a bunch of just basic mountains, but we are playing 1 Arch Varaska just for the added benefit of potentially having the City's Blessing and drawing a card, and 1 Mizzix to drop down blockers. This is also notable that the turn that we play Mizzix, we can tap it to add a mana of any color. So if we are playing this on turn 2, if we go turn 1, indestructible land that taps for colorless, turn 2, play Mizzix, we do get to tap it for red, and then we could Cleansing Wildfire one of our non-basic lands. So yeah, this is the deck. You're going to see some insane games. You're going to see a lot of salty opponents because, again, right, we're playing land destruction at the end of the day. This deck is super sweet. Again, if you enjoy the deck, the channel, the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool links down below. One of those is the Discord. Would love to see y'all join the Discord. And then, obviously, hop on over to Twitch, twitch.tv/BAMotumbo. You could be a part of the streams. We do stream on the weekend. And the decks that we build, we turn into we turn into videos on the weekend from the stream. And that's what you guys are watching. So we built this live. Bring your deck ideas, bring your suggestions on over to the stream, and your deck could be selected. So with that being said, let's hop into these games. And again, they're going to be a lot of fun, and there's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of salt. So let's hop in. We'll see you all at the wrap up. I think this is okay. Well, they definitely have basics, so... Just gotta hope they don't have a reprieve here. No reprieve. Lightning Helix? Yep. That's fine. Next turn we can get down a Palantír. I mean, or hear me out. We have another one. I wonder if we're supposed to go after that. So they... Okay. Sometimes you draw it all. I'm trying to get them to react to something before anything else, right? Oh, perfect. Hey, guess what? They're gonna exile an artifact and just get us back? Okie doke. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, my friend. Oh, and another one? Sure. I mean, you are thinning our deck. I really appreciate it. Always mill the first one, right? No, they did not mill the first one. That's unfortunate. I mean, I have a feeling that our opponent's not going to have any more land after this next turn. I mean, we're doing stuff and things. You are not gonna like me, my friend. I'm so sorry. I'm not really, though, right? Like, whoo. Our draws just lined up 100% perfect for that. I think we can keep this. Our ramp is a little, like, wonky, but we have a board wipe. We have card draw. This is the sleeve they gave everybody, right? Oh, just what we needed. Yes. 2 of these. Probably greedy to do this, but... And this could really backfire on us. Okay. It didn't. We have a single removal here if they only do one thing and it's not too bad. Could just plus, but I think we're going to... We could add mana if we need to. That's fine. Oh, that's really good. This game's over.
Today's my lucky day.
Six, 9, 14. Well, we have lethal. Now we get the salty rope. Get the salty rope ready. just think, opponent. Like, if you're gonna sit here, you could have been. You could have already been like waiting for your next opponent. Okay. Yep. Just a quick reminder to everybody watching. Don't be this opponent. Just pack it up and move to the next game. That would be too easy. You're not wrong. Oh, opponent. I hope you got whatever it is you needed to get out of this experience. And you know what? Because you roped us, you're going to take an extra damage. Anger. We're not playing any ways to discard any cards, so we're going to mulligan this. It's a lot of Stone Rains. Just don't cast anything here at all. No. It happened. Okay. So I went after the basic that time in case we draw a land here. Well, oh, how many do you have? I can't even go after it. Okay. They have to have some kind of removal here, right? Fatal Push, yeah. And because we got rid of one of their permanents, the Fatal Push actually activates. So, pretty good. Pretty good.
Let's do this.
Always mill the first one. I would imagine you want to go after the Chandra here, right? Yeah.
We're done here.
1, 2, 3. Could do this, and then add mana.
Yup. You're going down.
Get a 4/4. Okay, I mean they're at 7.
Whatever. Figure it out on your own.
I mean, we're definitely going to be drawing cards from now on. So, this is pretty good. Wow. That was a great hit. Sometimes you just hit.
When people start screaming, I know I'm on track.
That's pretty insane.
Time to die.
So they 100% have a Wrath here. I mean, that was pretty good. And they're going to gain 3, I would assume. No. Okay. Ephemerate. The Skyclave Apparition can't hit tokens. I'm assuming they have a removal spell here. At least one Fatal Push. Yeah. Now they have to block 1 to each, or they have another removal and they double block. Okay. The Mizzix draw there was actually pretty good. Sure. You're going to give us a Juggernaut? I would have just left us with that. Yeah, Mizzix was a pretty good addition to this deck. I think I should mulligan this. Pretty sure I hit mulligan. Okay, there we go. I got very nervous when it like stuttered for a second. I was like, what is happening right now? So, breeding pool. So what do they put into play? I wonder if we do a basic land check. Basic land check. I'm just going to go after their white. We went after their white last time. If they want to reprieve this, or... it's fine. They know it's coming again. Basic land check. Sure. Okay, they have basics. They have at least one. I have a hard time believing that they played that many basics in this deck. Okay, good game. Yep. They knew we were going to do it again. That was probably their only basic, so... good game. Opponent goes first with this hand. Let's see what happens. Okay. This made our hand get a lot better. I almost want to go after their lands, but we're not going to. We'll go after their lands next turn. Sure. I predict they're going to play another Bowmaster. Oh, no, just Fatal Push. Okay. Okay, so we're going to 9 at a minimum here. Maybe 7. If they have another Bowmaster, we're going to 7. It's a little scary, but okay. Let's just draw a mountain. Thank you. How does this backfire? They play Bowmaster. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. That's a bit ambitious. I guess we're gonna basic land check here. Oh, yep. One, two, three, think we do it. All right, how many basics you got? Okay, well, you definitely got that many. Okay. I mean, they're drawing 1,000,000 cards a turn, so the likelihood that they're going to have land is going to be next to 100%. Sure. That's actually a little disappointing because if we would have played that land last turn, we would have the City's Blessing and we could have drawn there. A little bit of a misplay. Sure. So if I star here, yeah, I think we do. I think this is just better. Right, they know what we have in our hand. We're just going to go after all of their land. So if we attack, they go to 5, and then... Ooh, do they have to block? Okay. Croxa. That's a pretty good hit for the last card. I mean, this is a great draw as well. Oh, but we wanted to Chandra you. Oh, well, that was a sick game. Against one of the better decks in the format currently, before all the bad nerfs take effect tomorrow. Specifically for Shane. No. You said for Shane. We probably shouldn't have kept this. Black green, Thoughtseize. All right, what are we taking? Take the Star of Extinction. Yeah, let Shane know. Go drive up to Nerd Hall. Just give him the news. Them's the breaks. You're playing Jund, huh? Playing some Jund? What? What are you doing over there? Uh-oh. Here comes the Buff Lotus. We go first. This is not a great hand, so we're going to move. I think we have to keep this. Ooh, should I basic land check them? I can't. I can't. I can't basic check them. I counter check them though. That's a good one. Okay, all right. Opponent's on snore.deck. All right, how many basics you got, opponent? How many basics you got? We figured out how many basics they had, team. Do it. I've got basics. No. The question, do you pay 2 to give me a land? Replace my Arch of Araska with a mountain? They weren't slow rolling on basics, were they? No, they weren't. Oh, opponent, Buff Lotus. Not so buff without them non-basics. We go first. If this is any kind of aggro deck, it's probably fine, but with them having these sleeves, this is probably a bad keep. Okay. I mean, I feel a little bit better. mean, I think we have to do this. Oh, opponent. One Anger of the Gods and you're out? Oh, come on. Take your super competitive deck to rank then. So it was both before Paul was born. I'm going to try it. It's probably wrong. Okay. All right, I feel better about this hand. Yep, feel a lot better about this hand. One spell each turn. Okay. I mean, I guess this completely turns this off. What does this do?
I'm the best fire starter there is. Now you're playing with fire.
Sure. Maybe they'll take the Mizzix's Mastery. They did. Okay, so that's a card that doesn't actually do anything, opponent.
Yup, you're going down. It's over when I say it's over.
Oh, more than one non-creature spell. Yes, please keep playing cards. Opponent's deck, though, is so low to the ground. Oh, okay. I'll take it. Oh, Mana Tithe? That would have been pretty ridiculous had I got Mana Tithe because I didn't play that land. All right, welcome back to the wrap-up, everyone. And as promised, you saw a lot of great games, at least in my opinion, right? We saw really great ramping on our end. We were able to ramp out some powerful spells early on. We did cast some really early Mizzix's Masteries that were overloaded. Got to cast a bunch of land destruction spells off of that. We got to go after an opponent. I felt like we drew perfectly. It was just land destruction, land destruction, land destruction after we had like a kind of a questionable draw, but it just worked out perfectly. And at the end of the day, right, this deck is a lot of fun and it can make opponents very, very angry at the same time. So, do play this deck, responsibly, so to speak. But yeah, overall, you know what? Just play what you want to play online and, don't necessarily care about anybody else. Just care about what you're doing and the fun that you're having and what you're enjoying. Just don't be salty. Don't rope. If you're losing, just, pack it up, go to the next game, right? There's no reason to ever have to hold on to that or punish somebody for, for their deck outperforming yours, right? Just move on to the next game, take a breather, and, it'll get better in the next one. But yeah, this deck's a lot of fun. A lot of just great things happened. I even think that maybe in another version of this, maybe we up the count of Inferno Titans to 3 and see where that goes. But yeah, I mean, basic land checking our opponents over and over again just quickly becomes the thing to do, I feel like, in Historic when you're playing these decks. I do want to look at ways to potentially copy these, but again, there is Arcane Bombardment. We've done that before, but I want to look at some other ways to possibly do that. Maybe we play the other Chandra, the 5 mana. I think she's 5 mana. The one that just says the first spell you cast every turn, you get to copy it. But yeah, we'll play around with this, right? We're always coming back to Big Red. It's one of the best archetypes, I feel like, in my opinion, to have fun on Historic when you don't have to play all the One Ring, Bowmaster decks and Shieldred and whatnot. Even though there were some nerfs recently, the nerfs are still kind of meh. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the deck. Remember, if you did enjoy it, please like, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool links down below. Hop on into the Discord and come and say hi. And as well, and hop over to Twitch, twitch.tv/BA Motumbo, and bring your deck ideas or your deck suggestions. And we could turn your deck or suggestion into a video while, especially, live while we're streaming. So with that being said, everyone, please stay safe, and we'll see you all next time.